Welcome to Random Game Review. In each video of this series, we'll spin the wheel, play whatever game is chosen, and I will review and play through this random game. This is
the wheel.
And there are 60 games on this wheel. All these games come from my personal library of consoles. Some of these games are digital, some of these games I have physically. And there's just a lot of different things on here. Indie games, AAA titles, shitty games.
It's a piece of fucking shit!
And some of the greatest games of all time. So without further ado, let's spin the wheel. So we have the wheel. This will decide the first game that we get to play. Let's tap it for the first try. The first game we cover is going to be You've Got to Be Today's game, Cartoon Network Battle Crashers. So what is this game? Cartoon Network Battle Crashers is a game that released in 2016 for the 3DS, and for some reason got a Switch port in 2017. This game is a side-scrolling beat-em-up crossover game which has characters from various Cartoon Network shows from the 2010s. I imagine this game is similar to the Nicktoons Unite games, but I don't believe it'll live up to that peak.
Watch out for that jellyfish harvester! Patrick, no!
Cartoon Network Battle Crashers was developed by Magic Pockets, who isn't too notable of a studio. They just publish run-of-the-mill licensed games. Let's see who else is responsible for this. Game Mill Entertainment. You may know them for this, and this.
And this, and that, and this, and that, and this, and that, and that.
Game Mill doesn't have the best reputation. The best game they have is Nick All-Star Brawl, which says a lot about the rest of their library. At least that game has Hugh Neutron.
Once when I was 7 years old, I sat on a banana. And of course, that changed my life.
I'm very worried to see what Cartoon Network Battle Crashers holds in store, to say the least. Before we actually jump in, I should probably explain why this game is even in the wheel. So a couple of years ago, I got a Nintendo Switch gift card for my birthday or something. And you know what I spent that money on? Cartoon Network Battle Crashers. And so I played it, and I got really bored of it. I honestly forgot what the game is like since it's been quite a while. And it's in the wheel because there was a lack of shitty games.
How bad the jumps are. Look at this. What a shitload of fuck.
Let's just play through this game. Best way I could describe this game is it's a shitty Castle Crashers. The game starts with how any game should start, and that's with Uncle Grandpa. Uncle Grandpa's driving his van until he falls asleep. And as he's asleep, a random hand comes out and turns his van into break dimension mode. You guys think you could have came up with a more creative concept to justify this whole crossover, but no. It's just Uncle Grandpa goes so fast that his van causes the multiverse to collide. Also, can we talk about this game's roster? With this releasing in 2016, this was the prime of many Cartoon Network shows, such as Regular Show, Gumball, and of course Adventure Time. So in this roster of 6 characters, we have Finn and Jake as one, Mordecai and Rigby as one, and Gumball. Now you may be asking, who are the other 3? Well, Clarence, Steven Universe, Uncle Grandpa. I know these were shows still running at the time, but I think they should have kept the reps from Gumball, Adventure Time, and Regular Show, and just cut the rest. Because while I do like Clarence and Steven Universe, it would have been nice to have some more classic characters. Like, I don't know, Courage the Cowardly Dog, or maybe Ed, Edd, and Eddy. I mean, Ed, Edd, and Eddy could probably be an interesting character and pretty fun to play as, I don't know. And then we have Uncle Grandpa, who, I mean, you could have put anybody in this slot. Here's my idea. Robot Jones. Anyways, the roster we do have here is very, hit or miss. It's just missing some variety. And look at this menu. They just took the characters' idle animations and slapped them into Clarence. Like, you could have probably reused the box art and it could have led to a cooler title screen. This is just lazy. But anyways, let's actually get to the game. There are 6 worlds, each representing one of our characters. In each of these worlds, there are 3 levels, with the final level being a boss level. But let's just look at the main gameplay. This is terrible. In Cartoon Network Battle Crashers, you run through each level collecting gems. What do these do? They give you more power. And this game actually just gives you a shit ton of gems. But the thing is, each character has their own gem count. So if you get 100 gems as Finn and switch to Clarence, then you won't have any gems unless you collected some as Clarence. In each level, you walk through breaking containers for gems while enemies come towards you. And these enemies are quite literally the same thing throughout the entire game. You'll be in the Clarence level, and there will be Banana Guard. You'll be in the Steven Universe level, and there's Banana Guard. You'll be at the final level and there will be the same enemy type from World 1. Now, there may be some reasoning behind this, like the lack of variety in the enemies may be because of the universes colliding, but like that's not even a good excuse. You don't think we could have gotten like a little bit more unique enemies for these levels? As the game goes on, there are more enemies, but like, you know, in a traditional video game, let's take for example Sonic, Green Hill Zone, you have your classic badniks. Chemical Plant Zone, it has its own unique badniks, and every level in that game has its own unique enemies because it makes sense. These environments hold their own enemies. You don't see a Motobug in Chemical Plant Zone because that's not their habitat. And like the thing is, I wouldn't mind it if these enemies were just not in their own worlds, but the thing is, there's like no enemies for Regular Show or a lot of other cartoons. It is mainly just Adventure Time people going in fucking Uncle Grandpa land. The enemy design and just overall enemy, I don't fucking know. What am I doing? Just the enemies are just very lazy and I don't like that. We could have gotten more variety. But enemies aside, there's nothing really too interesting in these levels other than these portals, and inside these portals are hordes of enemies you have to fight. After you're done fighting them, then you will be rewarded with gems and also fruit, which fruit can be used to heal you, I guess. You guys could have chosen something more creative, I don't know, like, you know, like that spicy thing like Mordecai and Rigby ate from that one, the Mississippi Queen. Could have had that as a healing item, maybe made you run faster, or you could have had, I don't know, probably like, you could have chose bananas, because of how much fucking banana guards in this game. These portals are the only really interesting thing going on in these levels, other than the boss fights, which every third level contains a boss fight. The first boss fight is just so easy that halfway through I just started playing with one hand and, well, what was I doing with the other? Well, I was playing the same fucking boss fight on my Switch. After going through each of these levels, it's very apparent that every level in this game is just copy-pasted with a new layer of paint. Only as you progress through the game, there are new enemies that come through and also aren't really interesting. One thing about this game is that you have to unlock each character. And in the first level, you unlock 4 out of the 6 characters, which means there are only 2 characters that need to be unlocked. Why does the game hand you all of these characters? Well, it's because Cartoon Network Battle Crashers is meant for couch co-op. Hold up, guys. Hey man, you want to play Cartoon Network Battle Crashers?
No, what the fuck, dude?
I'm sorry, is that a yes or a no?
No, quit fucking calling me, dude. What the heck? Who are you? Who are you? Get off of my phone. No, seriously, get away.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, actually, get the fuck off. Call me about some Cartoon Network Battle Crash?
Okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to play through the rest of this game myself, all alone. Playing through the rest of the levels in this boss fight are just very repetitive. After playing through this game, you reach the Regular Show world, which, what the fuck? After playing through some of the Regular Show level, we then reach Skips, who says we have to get these shards to unlock a portal. So then we go back to these specific levels in fantasy mode in order to get these shards, and so we go in and fight Death from Regular Show, and this pretty mediocre boss fight. Then we get this masterpiece of a cutscene. We then find out it was Uncle Grandpa. This is Uncle Grandpa's version of Does Bad Things guy.
I see you met my brother Does Bad Things guy.
And that was Cartoon Network Battle Crashers. That game was a piece of shit. Boring gameplay, visuals that are just... I mean, look at this. This game looks like a Flash game. Hell, some Flash games are better than this. Overall, the gameplay was just not favorable. Just look at this again. And there was really nothing redeemable about the game. So let's pull out the Food Wave review scale. I give it a 4. This gets a 4 out of 10. I'm probably not going to review a lot of stuff on this series because I just kind of want the games to speak for themselves and my review to speak for itself without some review. But no, this is a 2 out of 10, dude. This is terrible. No redeeming parts about it at all. Just terrible. Alright, that was it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be making more of these random game reviews in between bigger videos because why not? A lot of you guys have enjoyed that last video. And so I will be making more videos. This is kind of in a more experimental era for my channel. So without further ado, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.